الحمد لله الحمد لله رب العالمين الصلاة والسلام على رسول الله فأما بعد قال الله تعالى في القرآن المجيد والفرقان الحميد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ومن أحسن قولا ممن دعا إلى الله وعمل صالحا وقال إنني من المسلمين صدق الله وصدق الله العظيم. My dear brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I just read a verse from Surah Fussilat, verse number 33. The meaning of this verse is وَمَنْ أَحْسَنُ قَوْلًا مِمَّنْ دَعَا إِلَى اللَّهِ, and who is better in speech than him who prays unto his Lord. وَعَمِلَ صَالِحًا, and does righteous deeds, good deeds. وَقَالَ إِنَّنِي مِنَ الْمُسْلِمِينَ, and says that I am of those who surrendered to him. I am from among the Muslims. That's the meaning of this verse. Two things, actually three things I want to highlight here, and then I want to relate this to the month we are going through. This is a special month in Canada, and also Islamically as well. وَمَنْ أَحْسَنُ قَوْلًا مِمَّنْ دَعَا إِلَى اللَّهِ. Here is basically talking about Muslim calling people or telling people or inviting people about or towards Allah. And the second quality of this being said here, first is whose word or speech would be better than the one who invites people towards Allah. The second one is the person who is inviting people to Allah, he is doing righteous deeds. It's not that he is calling people, but he is not acting upon it, or she is not acting upon it. So, da'a, calling people towards Islam, towards Allah, and also acting upon the word that you are giving to people. And the third element, again I want to focus on that, وَقَالَ إِنَّنِي مِنَ الْمُسْلِمِينَ. I was reflecting on this verse. I'm no scholar to describe all tafsir, but as a common man I was reflecting. So we invite people, you're doing good things, and you could have said the verse, وَقَالَ إِنَّنِي Muslim, I am Muslim. Why here it is highlighted, وَقَالَ إِنَّنِي مِنَ الْمُسْلِمِينَ? I know the difference here is, when I say وَقَالَ إِنَّنِي Muslim, I am Muslim. But the Quran says, وَقَالَ إِنَّنِي مِنَ الْمُسْلِمِينَ, I am among the Muslims. It is a difference. The first one is talking about singular I am. The second one, even though I am talking about I am, but I am connecting myself with the community. وَقَالَ إِنَّنِي مِنَ الْمُسْلِمِينَ, I am among the Muslims. I am from the Muslim group. I am from the community. Meaning here, I have my own actions, but also my community has a legacy. Islamic community has a legacy, has a civilization, has an impact, has an influence. Community has something to contribute. Otherwise, I could have said, I'm myself Muslim. So with that, I want to relate, this month is October in Canada. It has been declared as Islamic History Month. For those who don't know, this whole month, Canadian government in 2007 has declared this month as Islamic History Month, to recognize and honor the contributions of Muslims and Islam to the world as well as to Canada. That was done by some of the Muslim leaders, politicians, social workers. They work hard, they lobbied and worked with the government to bring this policy. So they were successful in their efforts. Whatever they have tried, they brought in. Now there is a legislation. Throughout Canada, October is celebrated as Islamic History Month to celebrate, to honor the contributions of Muslims. How you and I, as a common person, common Muslim in the country, how are we going to utilize this month, this opportunity that has been achieved through the hard work of our early Muslims, leaders? Are we just going to pass this month just like that? Or are we going to do something? So we need to think about that. And also this month, we are passing through in the lunar calendar, this is the month in which Prophet ﷺ was born. The beautiful teachings of our soul, are we going to just keep them with us, or are we going to share that with our neighbors, with our colleagues, with our fellow Canadians? So there is so much importance for this month through October, English month, as well as Hijri calendar of our Prophet's birth month. So we need to really think about it and what we're doing. There are many organizations in the country, especially the national organizations, are doing many activities such as ICNA, ISNA, MCC, NCCM. These are the national organizations. In addition, within Ottawa as well, there are many Masajid Islamic Center also doing many events. And I don't have all the details of what is being done in Ottawa City, but I got a message and email that OMA and SNMC are organizing an exhibit to display Islamic heritage. And that's a good initiative. And there are some organizations who are organizing Islamic civilization exhibit in the schools, public schools, to highlight and to promote Islamic heritage among the school students and staff. That's a very good initiative. And there are many other individuals also doing lots of other activities to promote teachings of our Prophet ﷺ, and also this month's importance of this month, promoting the Islamic civilization. We need to differentiate between two things here. When you are highlighting Islamic History Month or Islamic Heritage Month, as it is called in Ontario, this is a heritage month. So when you talk to people with that, we don't have to focus most on religion. That might unnecessarily backfire, or resistance might come from people. That Muslims are misusing this month as declared by the government. So this month is History Month, Heritage Month. So we need to talk to people with the perspective of heritage and the history or civilization. We have 11 months to talk about religion as a religion. So we need to distinguish. Of course, Islamic civilization, heritage is nothing without Islam. That can come part of it. But when we talk to people, when you present to people, whatever in the form of exhibit, in the form of talking, in the form of seminar, we need to draw this fine line how we are presenting, because there are many people in our society, whichever country you go, whatever good you do, they try to bring out some bad from it. And then it backfires. So we need to keep that in mind, that this is an Islamic History Month, Civilization Month, or Heritage Month. This way we need to present. So as an individual, what we can do? I know we all, we are here because we love Islam, our Islamic heritage, civilization. So we need to introduce that to our neighbors and our colleagues wherever. I was thinking, going to my neighbors and giving them some sort of my specific culinary or some food item that I prepare at home, share with them to tell them that this month is Islamic Heritage Month and we have this kind of heritage. But I don't know much as an individual, I don't know much to talk to them. So I was thinking about some brochure to give them, to explain them about Islamic civilization and heritage. Unfortunately, I could not find. Maybe you might be able to find something. You may have something. If you have something, please share with our Mufti. Mufti Sahab, he can actually share with everybody. That can be a very good tool for all of us. When we want to go to neighbors and tell them about it, not everybody can explain people. So having a food dish that can be shared easily, but if you have a pamphlet or a brochure which describes about Islamic heritage, that will be very useful for us, all of us as common people, to share with them. Another thing I want to see, when we always talk about heritage and civilization and history of Islam, how Muslims have contributed to the world. And we also brought about all the inventions. If you go to the website 1001inventions.com, that has lots of information about how Muslims and Islamic civilization has contributed to the world. Then I also think about, yes, how long would we live on the legacy of our ancestors? Yes, they have invented, alhamdulillah, we are proud of that. But what are we contributing? That's the question that I need to ask. In Canada, in my home country where I'm living, what is my contribution? Each one of us can contribute in one way or the other way. We don't have to be everybody expert in some of the fields. As a common person, we can also contribute a lot of things. So we need to really question ourselves, what are we doing to make our home country a better country? Wherever we are living, we need to make this country as a better country to live in. For our generations to come, make them proud being Canadian Muslims. So for that, we need to really think what we can do, what we can contribute in every field we can. We need Muslims to contribute in political field. We need Muslims to contribute in religious field. We need Muslims to contribute in social field, in science field, in business, every field, because these are all part of our life. Our life is not only mosques. We have lots of other fields where we need to be engaged. So we need to see how we can contribute. One common thing that every single person can contribute socially. Because when we talk about contribution, scientific contribution, political contribution, or any other contribution, probably not all of us can do that. But there's one thing that all of us can contribute. Every single person can contribute. Thus, it's helping the needy. When you are there to help people socially, nobody can negate your service. So whenever a Muslim is seen, it should be seen as a helper of the community, society. That's how it was. Prophet ﷺ, when he was walking by on the street of Makkah, and he has seen one woman who was not able to carry her own weight. And he knows that person, that lady was against him. And the lady was making difficulty for him. But did he just pass by that person? He went to that lady. He took all the luggage she had and he carried. And on the way he even talked to her. Where are you going? I am leaving this place. I am running away from a person who is calling us away from our gods. He listened. He carried. He helped her to reach the destination. He left and he was leaving. A young man, who are you? Who are you who helped me? There were many people passing by. One person came forward to help me. Who are you? He said, I am Muhammad. You're running away from me. The person you're running away is me. That's the time. He said, how can he run away from such a person? That's the teaching in Amal by Prophet. So we have so many people in our society who still don't understand Islam. because of the rumors, because of the media, they have so many misconceptions about Islam and Muslims. So they are running away from us. And what are we doing? So I said, there are many people who are contributing in many fields, but all of us can contribute in one field, helping the needy. When we start as a community, everybody does that, then people know Muslim is the helper of the society. They don't have to think about anything that is taught in the media, anything said in the media. Simply, what they see is Muslim is the helper of the society. Once that comes to their mind, when the Islamic Heritage Month comes, we don't have to go to the people. They will celebrate us, inshallah ta'ala. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help us become a true ambassadors of Islam. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help us become true followers of Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen, as-salatu was-salamu ala rasulillah, amma ba'd. قال الله تعالى في القرآن المجيد والفرقان الحميد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون يا أيها الذين آمنوا إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما اللهم صل وسلم على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار وادخلنا الجنة مع الأبرار يا عزيز يا غفار يا رب العالمين اللهم اغفر لنا ولوالدينا وللمؤمنين والمؤمنات والمسلمين والمسلمات الأحياء منهم والأموات يوم يقوم الحساب وقوموا الصلاة.
على الصلاة على الفلاح اللهم صل اللهم صل الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله
لا استووا الله أكبر سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك وتبارك اسمك. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. قل يا أيها الكافرون لا أعبد ما تعبدون ولا أنتم عابدون ما أعبد ولا أنا عابد ما عبدتم ولا أنتم عابدون ما أعبد ولا أنا عابد ما عبدتم ولا أنتم عابدون ما أعبد لكم دينكم ولي دين. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. إذا جاء نصر الله والفتح ورأيت الناس يدخلون في دين الله أفواجا فسبح بحمد ربك واستغفره إنه كان توابا. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله. اللهم أنت السلام ومنك السلام تبارك يا ذا الجلال والإكرام. اللهم لا مانع لما أعطيت ولا معطي لما منعت. لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له لا حول ولا قوة